Hello everyone, welcome back to the digital classes of UN Autonomous College of Science and Technology. We were reading the subject of financial management and the topic is time value of money. In our previous class, we have discussed what is time value of money, what are the techniques used to calculate the time value of money or the value of money that we are going to get in future or present. So, those techniques were compounded technique and discounted or present value technique. In compounded technique, we have learned that a certain amount, that is V0, is how we are getting the value after a certain number of years. For example, if this is year 0 and this is year 1, after 1 year, so the value of 1000, how it is converted into something that is more than the money value of 1000, and we have learned that 1 plus something. Okay. So how that was calculated? With the formula of Vn is equal to V0 Cf In. Cf stands for compounded factor, and I have told you that how to check that compounded factor from the compounded factor table. Today we are going to discuss about discounted or present value technique. In discounted or present value technique, we are going to learn the reverse of this compounded technique. So here we are going to calculate the future value, but in present value technique we are going to calculate the value in the present date or the time duration now. So V0 will be our Vn. Here the table will be DF, means discounted factor table, and IN. Okay. So like the table given in the book compounded factor, after 2 pages there will also be a table as discounted factor. Okay. The link will also be given. So this is the table of discounted factor table. We are going to put the value from here, I as the interest rate and N as the year. So for example, if this is the present date and this is after 1 year, I am saying that I am going to get 1000 rupees after 1 year. I am going to get 1000 rupees after 1 year. So I can now calculate that what money I am going to get of this 1000 rupees on the present date, and can we guess that if the value is going to be increased, means more than 1000 or less than 1000? Before 1 year, obviously we can say that this is something less than 1000, but the thing is 1000 से कितना कम, ये भी तो कैलकुलेट करना है ना. तो to calculate this thing we can use this table. And how to calculate this? For example, our interest rate is for example 10%, and we know that our N is equal to 1. So we can calculate V0 is equal to Vn, means the value in future date, that is 1000. This 1000, and compounded factor table after 1 year or 2 year, for example take it as 2, and N as 2 and interest as 10%. After 2 and I is 10, that is 0.826. The factor table says it is as 0.826. I have make you learn that how to check the table, that is here the interest rate means I, and here it is written as the N. Okay. So we have to take the I, that is 10, and to come down to the number of year, that is 2, and the table has shown us value of 0.826. We are simply going to multiply this and the value is going to be 826, means the value of 1000 is equivalent to 826 before 2 years back. Okay. Now we are going to alternate those things. If we can calculate Vn from CF factor table, Also we can calculate V0 from compound factor, means here both the elements are multiplied. If we are going to find out V0, we can calculate like Vn divided by Cf In. Likewise, if we are going to calculate Vn from this formula, we also can calculate Vn is equal to V0 divided by discounted factor of In. So we can calculate both Vn or V0 from compounded factor table, and also we can calculate present value or compounded value from DF factor table. Okay. But the thing is, these two tables are simple to calculate as it goes with multiplication or simplicity, but we generally do not use these things. Okay, but we can use those things. Next comes to our annuity. I think you have understood these techniques, that is compounded technique and discounted technique. Now let us come to annuity. What is annuity? Annuity is simply a series of equal payment. A series of equal payment for suppose 5 years or 10 years or 2 years, any time period, but that must be of equal. Okay. Like if we are going to give her house rent, हम जो घर का भाड़ा देते हैं वो क्या हर महीने चेंज होता है? वो हमेशा स्टैग्नेंट रहता है. फॉर सपोज 2 years or 3 years we are going to pay for a fixed रेंट. लाइकवाइज अगर हम किसी चीज़ पे लीज लिए हैं, उस पर अगर कुछ दे रहे हैं या LIC का कुछ प्रीमियम लिए हैं, तो उन पे भी जो हम पे कर रहे हैं वो भी सेम ही रहता है. यू कैन से दैट दिस इज आवर अमाउंट, दिस इज आवर अमाउंट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम गोइंग टू गिव 1000 ऑफ प्रीमियम ईच ईयर फॉर 5 years. 5 साल के लिए मैं 1000 रुपीज़ ही दे रही हूँ. सो आई कैन से दैट 5 साल के लिए दे रही हूँ, तो पहला जो 1000 दूंगी ये कंपनी के पास कितने टाइम के लिए दे रहा है? 4 years के लिए. तो ये जो है ये 4 years रहेगा. ओके. ये जो है 3 years एंड दिस इज 2 years एंड इट इज़ गोइंग टू बी फॉर 1 year. एंड ये जो 1000 लूँगी वो तो बस वही साल के लिए, तो ये कोई कंपाउंडेड नहीं होने वाला है. तो दिस इज विदाउट एनी इफेक्ट बिकॉज दैट विल लास्ट फॉर 0 years. ओके. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू कंपाउंड दिस फैक्टर्स. सो कंपाउंड फैक्टर टेबल से विथ इंटरेस्ट रेट same as 10%. We can also take different interest rate as per given in the book, but I am for simplicity I am taking the percentage of 10%. So now we are going to calculate the CF factor table. With 10% of I am going to find out the number of years and it is as 1.464. 1.464. And also for 10% of interest for 3 years, that is 1.331. For 2 years it is 1.210 and for 1 year it is 1.100 and this will be 1. Okay. So now we can simply say the future value. This is going to be 1464, this is 1331 and this is 1000. Means this 1000 after 4 years is going to be equivalent to 1464. This 1000 is going to be turned as 1331 and likewise that I am paying 5000. Okay, but with time value of money for a financial manager or from his point of view, what he is actually going to pay, this is 6105. So after 5 years of equal payment of 1000, that we are seeing that it is as 5000, that turned into 6105. So If the payment is of equal series, then there is also another table, and we can simply use that table to find the direct value of 6105. That table is headed as annuity compounded factor table. Okay. So, likewise that table also have I and N, same as in compounded technique and present value technique. So, for 5 years we have given, okay, 10% with 5 years, that is our 6.105. The factor value is 6105, and this factor value is going to be multiplied with our repetitive amount, that is 1000. हर साल हम जो दे रहे हैं, तो अगर हर साल हम 1000 दे रहे हैं और फैक्टर टेबल के हिसाब से हमारा इफेक्ट जो है वो 6.105 है, तो आर वैल्यू विल बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू 6105 and both these values are same. We are not going to calculate in a lengthy way, we can simply see from this table and put the value and get the answer. So, we can write this annuity table formula as our Vn, because we are going to calculate our annuity in future date. Okay. So, Vn is equal to R SCF IN. R means the repeated amount or the repeated value we are paying, and SCF stands for annuity compounded factor, and I stands for interest, N stands for our number of years. So, this is the formula when we are going to calculate annuity in for future value. Likewise, if we are going to calculate our present value, like if I am going to say that here we are paying, okay, but in case I am saying that the company is going to give me 1000 every year, okay, so I can simply calculate that अगर हर साल मुझे 1000 वो दे रहे हैं, तो अगर सारा पैसा मुझे आज का डेट में मिल जाए तो मुझे कितना मिल सकता है. तो हम फ्यूचर से प्रेजेंट की तरफ आ रहे हैं, तो वहाँ पे हम V0 अगर कैलकुलेट करना चाहेंगे तो ये हो जाएगा RADFIN. Okay, same formula, but here only the R is here. R means repeated amount. Okay. We have calculated our present value factor, our future value, and we have calculated also our annuity value. The next thing is, for theoretical knowledge, this annuity can be of two types. Okay, annuity can be of two types, that can be of deferred value, another is annuity in due. If the cash flow occurs at the end of each period, then that will be known as deferred value, but if the cash flow occurs at the beginning of the year or beginning of any period, then that will be annuity in due. For example, if we are paying our house rent at the end of each month, then that will be our deferred value, but if we are paying our house rent at the beginning of the month, then that is our annuity in due. Okay. This was for today's class actually. So, with this we have completed our time value of money. I hope this video will help you to understand the concept. In case you have any doubt, you can write it in the comment section, so I can clarify you there. Thank you for watching.